It's time to mind your business with me, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in to find out how to mind your business with BEDC, special guest entrepreneurs, industry experts, and more. Brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda Business starts here. Hello, Tashae.
Hey, Jamillah. Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, Mind Your Business. So I'm excited to have you here.
Again.
Yes, again.
I love the new format.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Look, we're trying to step our game up.
Love it. All about elevation.
That's right. So I'm excited to have you here. The last time you were here, you were the assistant director.
Yes.
And now you're the director.
Yes,
So
yes.
you are the person. Can you talk to us a little bit about the difference in your roles now?
Yeah. A lot more meetings, a lot less sleep, a lot more time at the office. But no, it's been an exciting change. Right now, I'm more involved in the strategic direction for the division and how it ties into the overall organizational goals. I manage more amazing team members to make sure that we execute their strategic division goals. So again, it's definitely exciting times at the BTA for sure.
Okay. So you said team. So how many of you is it on your team that actually make this stuff happen?
Right now, it's 4.
Okay.
There's 4 people on the experience team, but we have, again, a wonderful group on the marketing team, on the research team, on the admin team. So we plug and play into all divisions. So 4 people on my team, but overall, got some great support at the overall organization.
Yeah, and you need it, right? Because
most definitely. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah.
It takes a village to move the needle when it comes to tourism, for sure.
For sure, especially after COVID, right?
Yes.
So with the organizational goals of the organization, BTA, how does your team, the experiences team, fit into that and helping to achieve those goals?
Okay, so the organizational goals are fundamentally rooted with 4 main principles. Attracting visitors to the island,
Right.
making sure once visitors come to the island, they spend. Once they get to the island, they have a great experience and also media exposure. So this program and our team is fundamentally, we look to make sure that we get people here.
Yeah.
Once they're here, they have a great time, hence the experienced team. So we work with stakeholders, we work with entrepreneurs, we work with all providers that influence that experience to make sure it aligns with what our visitors are telling they want to do and make sure that they connect with our history, our culture, our people, our food, and also that they're having a memorable time in Bermuda.
Yes. That's a big job, right?
It is, for sure.
So the Experience Investment Program, right? And we love it because you support our stakeholders, which are entrepreneurs, and they have these fabulous ideas, and they're like, but I need some financing or some support to get them off the ground. So can you talk a little bit about how you support those entrepreneurs and what kinds of entrepreneurs are you looking for when it comes to the program?
Again, this is one of my favorite programs because I say all the time, like, our entrepreneurs are so innovative. They're so dynamic. They're so passionate. So for us, we want to be able to, again, support their ideas because essentially their ideas tie back into the product.
Yes.
The BTA doesn't own buses. We don't own boats. We don't own tours.
Right.
They own those things, or they're looking, and we curate events, but there are some amazing event providers out there. So what we're saying through this program is we want to support that, whether it's through financial support or marketing support.
Okay.
We do provide a grant up to $75,000. And I always say to people, cash is still king. And most people want that cash assistance. But I say to people, the marketing assistance is invaluable.
Right.
We had a person come through our program, and I love using this example because some of the things that we don't support through our program is direct capital acts. So we're not going to buy you a boat.
Yes.
We're not going to buy you a bus.
No.
We're not going to buy you a jet ski. There are other organizations, BEDC, no plug intended, that do that. But so they wanted to buy a bus, but the offering that they were looking to do, it checked so many boxes. It was something that they were looking to do during what we like to call our slower season, that November to March period. It was an eco offering. They were looking to transform some great assets into providing this new experience. So it was great. So although we didn't provide financial support. We provided marketing support. They were featured in Condé Nast.
Okay.
We had our influencers and our press take these tours. They were featured in publications through our comms partnership. And to the point, when we were calling to book a tour,
you couldn't even get in.
We couldn't even get in because the marketing exposure that it provided to that entrepreneur helped them to grow their business so much so that they were able to buy 2-3 buses within a 2-year period.
Okay. So you heard that, y'all. It doesn't just have to be the financial support, it's the exposure as well.
The marketing support, the connections that BTA can make. Again, we tap into our resources. Again, so, we have a dynamic team. We have a dynamic marketing team, a dynamic comms team. Our social platform is really extensive.
Okay.
So all these allow entrepreneurs and our stakeholders to connect to our visitors, to let them know what they can do while they're here.
So what I'd like you to do is define experience. Like, what do you mean when you say that?
We get that question all the time. We say, what's an experience and what's a product? How we like to define an experience is something that's created around the product, something that creates memories, something that allows our guests to connect to the culture, again, to our people, something that they can learn from. Where the product are those tangible assets, the restaurants, it's the boats, it's the hotels, but the experience is what's created all around that.
Okay. Give me an example of one that you particularly like.
So an experience that comes to mind, I'm a big fan of live entertainment. Okay. So take Whitehorse as an example. Yes. That's the product. Yes. Whitehorse is the product. But the experience that Whitehorse provides by providing live entertainment on the barge. So when you go there, you're not just having a meal. You're having a meal with some fantastic local staff. You're having a meal overlooking the water. You're also having a meal listening to some great live entertainment. That's the experience around the product.
Got you. And I think it's important for entrepreneurs to hear that. So when they come to you, they come knowing exactly what it is that you're expecting. So you do have an application process.
We do.
And so did one just conclude?
We did. We had one that concluded in March, and the recipients were announced the later part of April, early part of May.
Okay. So they're in it right now.
They're in it. We tend to do 2 rounds of experience, one dedicated toward the summer and one dedicated towards the winter and spring. So one of the successful recipients, we just all experienced their event, which was Carnival in Bermuda.
Yes.
We've been a huge supporter of Carnival since inception. It's been phenomenal to watch that event grow from attracting 250 visitors on island from the first year to, in 2019, up to approximately 1,100 visitors coming to Bermuda for Carnival.
Yeah.
So it was really good for us to support this event because we wanted to bring Carnival back.
Yes.
It brings so much energy to the island. It brings so much economic opportunity for vendors, restaurants, taxi drivers, hotels. So we did support Carnival in Bermuda coming back and returning, and we look forward to growing and getting back those numbers that we saw in 2019.
And you bring up a good point because you said you've supported them since they started in Bermuda. So that means that there's an opportunity for people, if it's a great experience, to get multiple support, or they can apply multiple times for support then.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things we like to say is that we are your partner in this. We essentially want businesses to be self-sustaining.
Yes.
And there are just some products that just need that assistance. Again, Carnival is a huge undertaking. You're talking about, again, 12 events over a short period of time, all run by some amazing event promoters. But the work that goes into putting those type of events and the caliber, and Bermuda is not a cheap destination, so it does cost quite a bit. But our overall goal is when we support things, we want to see that there's some viability, there's some sustainability, that you're not going to be depending on us for years and years to come, that you will be able to kind of, like kids, leave the nest and kind of grow and kind of spread your wings and do your own thing.
So a question around that. So for example, like the minibus operator or whatever that tour was that you couldn't book because the marketing worked so well. In a situation like that where they've grown and scaled and they don't really need the financial support, would you still continue to provide that marketing support for Carnival and for something like that? Like, would you always feature them as, or no?
We like to keep things fresh. We like to keep things innovative. We like to spread the love around.
Okay.
So if it aligns with the publication theme that we're doing, of course.
Okay.
But we love to feature new things. Again, we have a high repeat visitation to the island, so our visitors are always looking for what's new. What's fresh. So while again they'll always be featured in some shape or form, whether it's on our website, whether it's through our collateral pieces, but we love always to feature new faces, new businesses, new entrepreneurs, new opportunities.
Okay. Yeah. So talking about new opportunities, you said you do it twice. You're accepting applications twice. So when is the next time someone can take advantage of this opportunity?
The next round starts in September. So we start with a workshop, because at the BTA we don't like to say no. I know people think like,
we don't either, girl.
We want to move away from that culture. No, we like to say yes. So I mean, sometimes there are factors beyond our control, budget and being the main ones. So we started with a workshop that really talks about how to align your proposal so you can get a yes. So what are the things that we're looking for? What are the things that worked? What are the things that the selection committee likes? What are some of the things that, we would say stay away from? We always encourage people, another shameless plug, to check with BDC first. Again, review your proposals and your business plans. So we have a workshop that's generally starts in September, and then we open the applications for a month-long time frame for people to submit.
Does it matter if it's a new idea, or would you prefer to have...
We love new ideas.
Okay.
We love new ideas.
Okay.
New is always great. I mean, and not to cut you off.
That's you answered the question. That's
not
great.
To cut you off. We also like ideas that are existing. So businesses or experiences that are existing, but if you freshen them up to elevate them. So for example, even if you had a tour, what comes into mind is a boat operator. Again, we have a lot of boat cruises. We have a lot of snorkeling cruises. We also look for differentiating points. Like what's going to differentiate you from the rest of the people that's out there. But this boat operators start doing things like swings, like live performance, Circus Soleil stuff on the boat, curating and working with a nice farm-to-table, a local restaurant to do farm-to-table, and just really took their experience from a just generic sailing experience to a sailing experience with all these wow factors. So, even though that boat had been around for a while, they really freshened it up, and with some new creative ways to make that boat experience a lot different than it had been before. So it's stuff like that we also take into consideration. We also look for those type of applications as well.
Well, I think hearing what you're saying, there's huge opportunity, I think, for those who are like, I don't know whether I should do it or not. There's an opportunity upcoming for September, right?
There is. I always tell people, I mean, you're sitting with this idea and you wrestle back and forth whether I should pursue it. I have a 9-to-5. And I say to people, I admire entrepreneurs. They are brave. It takes a brave soul to step out and have the strong conviction that you have about the product or your offering or your business. So I know what it takes to go into that. I tried it. I dabbled my toe in it for a little bit.
We all do, right?
I was like, ooh, I don't know if this is for me. So I appreciate it, but I tell people apply. Apply. I mean, because you see some of the challenges that the islands face. We've all traveled. We've seen some opportunities that Bermuda can improve on. We're not perfect, but we need those innovative minds to keep taking it to the next level for us. So if you're sitting on an idea, you've observed something in Dockyard. I know I was sent an article where someone had sat in the car and they were watching the cruise ship passengers. It came with all these recommendations and we should be doing this. Do it. If you got these great ideas, do it. And we will get behind it and support it if it aligns with what we're trying to do as an overall organization.
It's good to hear you say that, because oftentimes entrepreneurship can be a lonely road and lonely. And it is for those risk takers, because you have to believe in it, or you have to want to do it. Or say, you know what, I'm tired of saying we aren't or don't have this. Let me get in there and provide the solution. So knowing that there's organizations that will support that, like you said, if it aligns, is a good thing. Right? So we got your back, right?
Yes, for sure. We're not going to leave you out there by yourself.
Well, that's good to know. Now, is there a maximum number of applicants that you take during any period?
You know what? No, there
Okay.
isn't a maximum number. I think we've had as many as 40, 50 apply,
Okay.
and we've had as little as 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's really about getting quality applications, and that's why we do the things like the workshops. That's why we encourage people to check BDC first, to make sure that you're submitting a quality application. It's not about the quantity; it's definitely about the quality.
So what did, and quickly, because I know you do a workshop to talk about it in detail, but like some of the things that need to be in that application.
Well, first and foremost, how it aligns with our national tourism plan. I say that's a blueprint. I say to every entrepreneur, start there.
Yes.
If you're asking tourism for support and funding, it should. I mean, we thought it was obvious. It should have something to do with our visitors and tourists. And so, first start there and find out what are the things that we're looking to do as a destination marketing organization for the country. We're looking to get people here. We're looking to increase the economic activity. We're looking to create jobs. We're looking to create media exposure. We're looking to make sure visitors have a great time and improve our visitor satisfaction. So then it has to, again, align with our BTA goals, which align with the National Tourism Plan. So,
and all of this is on your website.
All of this is on our website. So we tell people first and foremost, start there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start there, you've identified and you think you have something, right? And so what are some of the other things that need to be in there?
We ask for a business plan. We do ask for a marketing plan. We do ask to see your financials. Again, how are you planning to sustain this? We do want to see what the revenue projections are, what the expenses are. We want to know how it does tie in, how it ties in into our target markets. Are you trying to satisfy an adventure seeker, a culture enthusiast? So we want to see those things. And then, are you filling a gap?
Right.
What's the identified gap? What's the solution, or what's the elevated opportunity that you've identified that you know that Bermuda needs and that our visitors are saying this is what they want?
Now, before we started recording, we were talking about one of those gaps, and I'd like to give whoever's listening and who has a little entrepreneurial spirit a heads up. So what is it that you think that you need right now? What is one of the gaps that you've recognized?
I always say experiences or events that take place October to April. I know everyone loves summer. Everyone loves that carnival vibe. But again, we are positioning ourselves as a year-round destination. So that means we need things to happen all year round. So that generally, and our partners are getting better. Back in the day, people come October, I'm going on vacation. I had a great season and I'm packing up shop. We've seen an extension of the cruise ship season. So we see tours going all the way into December now, taxi tours, boat tours. So just more offerings around that type of year. And again, just transitioning the offerings from beach and outdoor to
what else can it be?
What else can it be? We have some really great nature opportunities, a railway trail, some underutilized assets. Not everything has to be party, but again, different times of year call for different types of experiences. So that's always a huge gap for us. Entertainment, delivering it in an innovative way. We know that our guests, when they come to Bermuda, they enjoy seeing live entertainment. They like entertainment that's kind of serendipitous, that they kind of just fall upon. So, how can we continue to do that, in an innovative way? New stuff, fresh stuff. Like I said earlier, we have a lot of repeat visitors. So they want to know what's new and what's fresh. One of the things that I mentioned to you before we started is we get a lot of golf business in the sense that a lot of golf groups are interested in coming to Bermuda. I work closely with our director of sports and business development, Hazel Clark. Absolutely. Shout out to Hazel. Absolutely amazing. She's in New Jersey right now doing her thing as a former Olympian, still track star. But we got a lot of groups looking to come to Bermuda for golf. And one of the biggest challenges is getting tea times and just organizing all these packages around them, just having one-stop shop. One of the things we say, we want travel to be frictionless. When we go away, we want things to be easy, smooth. We want not to worry about it. It's a vacation. Right. So that frictionless travel. So for those golf groups, they're looking for that. They want, again, price is generally not an option. I'll pay the price, but I want to know I have the tea times, I have the dinners, I have the transfer. Everything's kind of booked in one, and having a go-to place to do that.
Now, y'all heard that, right? She just gave somebody an opportunity.
Yeah.
And so this is something that you have recognized because you're in that industry. And so I think for me, I'm excited, right? Because I know that there's some entrepreneur out there who's listening and who's like, okay, Eureka, I can do this.
Right.
And that is something that the BTA would support because they know there's a need for it.
It's a huge need.
All right, now, see? And I'm sure there's several other gems.
There are. So come to our workshop and you'll find out some more.
Yes, perfect. And I think that, for me, I think that is the necessary part. We're having this conversation. We're communicating. So you can't say you didn't know. Because Tashae told you.
Yeah, I'm super transparent. We're super transparent. We say all the time, this is what our guests are saying that they're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, they say they want a pink car. And we sometimes want to give them a black car.
Yeah.
Telling us they want a pink car. And we're at a stage where the travelers can go anywhere. And they know what they want.
Yeah.
So we know that Bermuda can provide an amazing experience. We do. Overall, Bermuda provides a very amazing experience.
That's why we have so many repeat travelers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once people get here, I say this, once they is sometimes a challenge for them to get here, but once they get here, they fall in love with this destination. It's an amazing destination.
It is. We're lucky that we live here. So I really just want to thank you for coming out. I think what you guys do there at the BTA is extremely important. We know that the tourism is one of the key pillars for our economy.
Yeah.
And we are looking forward to getting it back to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I know BEDC, when people come in with their ideas, we always mention this as an opportunity. Can you talk about some of the other things that the BTA is doing or has done to support entrepreneurs?
Yeah, outside of this program, one thing that comes to mind, because we're always looking at how we can partner with various organizations like BEDC to support entrepreneurs. One thing that came to mind that we actually partnered with you on was the Forbes on 30 Under 30 opportunity. We had just shy of 100 individuals here back in February that were named to the Forbes 30 Under 30 listers. That means they were recognized for their business. They were recognized for being able to raise capital, being recognized in various industries, tech, finance, fashion, you name it. We had some really creative minds here on Island during the month of February. And we said at the BTA, we have these great group of entrepreneurs here.
Yeah.
We have to connect them with our local entrepreneurs. So first and foremost, I reached out to Jamillah. Jamillah, can you work with us on this? Because we saw that as a great opportunity for our entrepreneurs to connect with some high profile individuals. And we did a mentorship program during the month of February. And I have to say that was the most rewarding part of that experience, the connections that our local entrepreneurs made with their mentors. I know that some of them still, to this day, still talk to one another. They took these individuals to their church, brought them to their homes, met their family. As a result of that experience that they had with our local entrepreneurs, they're coming back to Bermuda. So, that's one of the ways, anytime there's synergies with the things that BTA is doing, partnerships that are happening, and individuals that come into Bermuda, and we can plug our entrepreneurs to tap into this, we're always looking to do so.
And we're always interested in that as well, because for us, one of our objectives is to create opportunities for our entrepreneurs to have sort of an international exposure. Because who knows where their business can go if they meet the right person.
Exactly.
So that was wonderful. We loved it. And speaking to some of the actual Forbes 30 Under 30 mentors, they were like, that was the best.
Yeah,
getting to meet local entrepreneurs and experience, again, that experience, it solidified their opinion of Bermuda. And like you said, it makes them want to come back, right?
Yeah, they are coming back. I know a couple of people have booked and are due to come back for Cup Match in a couple weeks. Yeah.
Well, if you want to do that again, we're in. We're definitely down. Like, if you could get them to come back, I don't know if that's like an annual thing or a recurring thing for them, but we would definitely love to participate again, because we know that our entrepreneurs got great value out of that and are still maintaining those relationships and looking at trying to do something else.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely kudos to you guys for that.
Thank you.
So anytime you got that on your list, put us on the calendar. We're willing and able.
Always, you're the first person I always call.
I love that. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for all that you do. Thank you for coming on the show again. Definitely keep us updated, and we will always support you because what your objectives are definitely in line with the objectives of the BDC. We're supporting these local entrepreneurs, especially around the tourism product. And we look forward to doing more, however we can partner.
Thank you for having me. BDC has been an amazing partner. I'm not just saying that because I'm on the show. You guys generally have been a stalwart, a go-to partner that we always rely on. You've been involved in so many programs and things that we do. You offer some amazing products, amazing staff. So again, thank you, because again, it takes all of us.
Yeah, it really does.
It does. And as we go into our tourism recovery phase, it's going to take all of us. We're seeing the energy, we're seeing the excitement, and we're getting there, but it is going to take all of us to get us back to where we were pre-COVID.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And you can feel it. With Carnival, you can see people are ready. They're like, okay, whatever. We're trying to be out.
Even Harbor Nights. Since Harbor Nights started, it is jam-packed work. I mean, their last night, Work Entitled did an amazing job. It's just an energy. It's just a vibe on the island. I don't know if it was because we were stuck inside for 2 years, MS.
That could be part of it.
But it's just so much energy. We have 2 cruise ships back in dockyard. We're seeing our cruise passengers come back. It's great to see.
Yeah. So we're on the cusp of a regeneration, reinvigoration.
So a lot happening.
And that means there's a lot of opportunity.
Exactly. There are a lot of opportunities because there is a lot happening.
Right. Yeah. Well, you heard it here on Mind Your Business. And we always say, if you don't mind your business, who will?
So true.
Right?
So true.
Who's going to do it if you don't?
It's true. So true.
So thanks again, Tashae. Enjoy having you.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in to Mind Your Business with me, your host, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in next week, Thursday at 4 p.m. because if you don't mind your business, who will? Mind Your Business is brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda Business starts here.